Hello everyone, this is going to be a video about the assessment that you're going to do for your teacher. It's going to be a 30-mark question. It's going to be based on the work that you've done previously following these video tutorials on question 3. So it's a long 30-mark question. It will take you an hour, maybe a little bit longer, and I'm going to take you through the question now. I'm not going to do a huge amount of planning with you because I've done that in the previous videos. This is your own work. I just want to talk you through the questions so you understand what's being asked of you and then leave it up to you. So it's going to be 2 lessons. The first lesson is just going to be planning, getting your plan together, understanding what the question is asking you. And the second lesson, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be writing it under time conditions and then submitting it to your teacher. So let's go. This is your question, and this is exactly what it will look like as well. In question 3, you'll be rewarded for drawing together knowledge and understanding from your full course of study. It's basically saying it's a synoptic question, which you already know, including different areas of the theoretical frameworks of media context. So that's all of Rail and all of the media contexts. You should have studied 2 long-form TV dramas, one from List A, one from List B. You should make reference to both long-form TV dramas you have studied, Stranger Things and The Killing, for us. So, the question is this. Representations of social, cultural and historical events can vary within long-form television dramas from different countries. Discuss how and why audiences might respond to and interpret these representations differently. In your answer, you must consider the contexts in which long-form television dramas are produced and consumed, explain how media contexts may have influenced different aspects of realism and audience response in the set episodes of the 2 long-form television dramas you've studied, make judgments and reach conclusions about the differences in realism of social, cultural and historical circumstances between the 2 set episodes, and that is 30 marks. It's a big question, it's a complicated question potentially, but we're just going to work through it like we would do with any question. First thing you need to do is you need to rewrite the question in your own words so you can understand what the question's asking you. So the question is, representations of social, cultural, and historical events can vary within long-form television dramas from different countries. Discuss how and why audiences might respond to interpret these representations differently. Okay, so I think this question is asking you essentially the way that events are portrayed in long-form television dramas can be interpreted differently by audiences. I think that is essentially what it's asking you. But why are there differences between the interpretations of the audience? And that's where you're going to get your marks from. So pause the video as and when you need to. Make your own interpretation of the question. Remember, there are certain things that do need to be included, which I'll go through in a second. But putting this into your own words is a really good way of trying to work through in your head what is required or what the examiner is requiring you to do. Okay, so once you've understood the question, we need to start to think about the process. So as you know, the intro is going to be macro. You're going to talk about the industry as a whole. And when we talk about the industry of long-form TV dramas, we're being specific about The Killing, DK, and Netflix. So we're going to be talking about the differences between the audiences of those 2 industries. So we then need to talk about what the differences are. Well, as we know, the difference is that the difference between DK and Netflix is that Netflix has a mass audience and the audience of The Killing was a niche audience, so Denmark versus the rest of the world. So that is going to go some way to answering this question. There's going to be different interpretations because of the scope of the audience. Perhaps you're starting to think that, some of the audience of The Killing needs to have an appreciation of maybe Danish politics or politics in general, which may alienate some people from a mass audience. You need to be specific about social, cultural, and historic events in Stranger Things and The Killing. So you need to jot down something that you can talk about specifically to talk about media language and representations within these two shows. And I will give you an example of an idea that I had that you might want to write about yourselves. Because it's a 30-mark synoptic question, you are going to have to talk about theorists, ideally from two different areas of the framework. Off the top of my head, because I'm going to be talking a little bit about gender representations, I might want to talk about Butler. And because we have to talk about audiences and the difference in the way that things are being, the way that the two shows have been produced, I might need to think about Hesmond Huff with his idea of the repeated strands of narratives and how that works with a mass audience, but not so well with a niche audience. And that really means that you can take a lot of the information that you wrote for your previous question and put it into this question. Obviously, because it's a synoptic question, you need to include references to representation, audience, industry, and language. You don't necessarily need to have individual paragraphs. You can embed it into your responses. And you do need to conclude, and as you know, your conclusion will reference the previous paragraphs, what you have written, and you're going to summarize it, and that's what your conclusion is going to be. So I wanted to give you a bit of a steer on something that you might want to write about, but you're not beholden to do so. It talks about social context, and you need to be specific about a social context with reference to The Killing and with references to Stranger Things. So, for example, I thought it would be an interesting idea to talk about the social attitudes to gender, which is shown within The Killing, which you wrote about in your previous essay. So there's a big contrast between the male politicians vying for power versus ambitious female protagonists, Sarah Lund specifically. So both highlight the attitudes regarding patriarchal power, the patriarchy of Charles Hartman, but also the challenging attitudes between Lund and Mayer. Mayer's sort of immature attitudes to his work versus Lund's professional attitudes. And going further, this might suggest a sort of a westernized shift in attitudes to the more accepting nature of women in powerful roles. So that's something specific we could talk about. We could talk about when Mayer comes into the office and there's an insert of his basketball hoop versus the insert of the picture of Lund's family on the wall. That would be you talking about media language there, for example. But it's a specific thing that you are talking about to show that you have watched this program and that you can reference it in relation to social contexts. How about the social context of Stranger Things then? What can we talk about? Well, as you know, episode 1 is largely shaped by the nostalgic exploration of what America was like in the 1980s. So we have the representation of the traditional family with the Wheelers, but also we have a sort of a countertype to when we look at Joyce Byers and the way that she and her family operate, and the different gender roles there. So we have Joyce Byers, who's this fiery, bordering on, according to Hopper, from his perspective, a crazy single mother, versus the almost inert presence of Ted Wheeler, who can't seem to do anything at all. So you've got these differences in gender and gender performativity. That's where Butler would come into it, and also gender relations. So you have Steve Harrington being your typical jock, your typical popular guy. He is expected to get Nancy Wheeler, but Nancy in herself sort of is a bit of an enigma. She doesn't initially swoon all over Steve. She's very interested in her studies. But why are the girls always carrying the books and the files? Is it because society expects women to work hard and the men to essentially just chill out like Steve Harrington and become someone like Ted Wheeler? So these are the systems which are being challenged in the 1980s, and that's what's being focused on in Stranger Things. So this is social context. The question does ask you about other contexts as well, historical contexts and cultural contexts. You do need to make reference to these things within your essay. So it's a big old question. I don't think it is a question that should frighten you if you can basically manipulate it into your own words. I'm going to leave you to it now. This lesson is just for your planning. Go ahead, make a plan on paper or in a new tab, but this lesson is just going to be your plan. Your next lesson is going to be answering this question in detail. You should spend about an hour on this. Do time yourself. If you do need to go over, there's no problem at this stage, but don't spend an hour and a half, 2 hours on this. Do try and keep within the time limits. Good luck. Let your teacher know if there's anything they can do to help.